I invite you to a unique worship experience this coming Sunday, August 16th, where we'll baptize two new members, Catherine Davis and John Price, in the French Broad River. We'll also take communion together, of course virtually, but I invite you to come prepared with your own bread and cup and be ready for the words of institution that we'll share together. I also want to give you a heads up about a new initiative that we're working on as a ministerial staff for the fall. We're calling it the Acts Initiative, and it's going to mean a slight shift in the way we do worship. Now, from the beginning, I have talked about how the only thing we can't do during the pandemic is to gather in large groups. But that doesn't mean we can't be church where we are, and it also doesn't mean that we can't gather very carefully in small groups. So we're currently working on a way to choreograph a new worship experience that will invite smaller groups to sign up, to gather for a particular time of the week, and to engage in conversation reflecting on the worship service that has been posted online. Also in these small gatherings, we'll have a minister present, and we will take communion, and we'll have prayers of the people. Now, I know not everybody will be able to come and be part of a small group, even with masks and social distancing and hand sanitizer and all the careful precautions that we're going to take. However, many of us can. Personally, with a young family like I have, I don't anticipate that the Dennis clan is going to be joining one of these small groups. I will as a minister, and many of you who are capable of doing so will be able to partake in this option. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue to participate online, and you can rest assured that our ministers are continuing to think of creative ways to be faithful during this time. It sure is an awful long time to be apart. At the same time, you can count on our ministers being faithful with the time that we've been given and trying to be innovative and considering everybody's particular situation and putting all of this together in a way that is, hopeful. It's really complicated to do, but we're doing the best we can, and I think the Acts Initiative, as it unfolds this fall, will be something that gives a lot of us more options than we've had up until this point. It's all biblical, based on Acts chapter 2, where a squirrel just fell about 30 feet out of a tree in front of me. That was awesome. He's on all fours. Nice job, squirrel. All right, anyway, Acts chapter 2 is where we learn that the early church was devoted to the prayers, devoted to the apostles' teaching. They cared for any who had need, and they gathered in small groups in people's patios, courtyards. That's just how the church began. So we figure we're right back there with the early church now, and we're going to be creative along with them. I hope you'll stay tuned for more details about the Acts Initiative, and I hope if you're able, you'll join us for a small group worship experience as we continue to make our way through this bewildering time. Thanks, everyone.